Hi there. I know a lot of us are enjoying Clash of Clans, and sometimes we're just enjoying it too much. So we probably ask ourselves whether it's worth it or am I just wasting my time? But did you know that you can learn project management principles through playing Clash of Clans? Yes, it's not that useless. So, project management is a crucial skill when you are out there and working. They all give you projects, and you have to accomplish a certain task, a certain goal by a certain time, and you need to manage several things all together. So, by playing Clash of Clans, you'll learn about risk management, you'll learn about resource management, and you'll also learn about scheduling and task management. Now, in this video, I'll be focusing about risk management. Risk is an uncertain condition that, in case that happens in your project, you will probably have a negative impact. Well, some people say there is a positive impact, but we will be focusing more on the negative impact here. And that's something that you want to manage if that comes along. Things will go wrong, so we have to be prepared for it. So there are 4 steps to manage risk, and all 4 steps can be learned in Clash of Clans. You can practice these skills in Clash of Clans. So what are those 4? So firstly, you have risk identification, you have assessment of risks. Thirdly, you have to develop a risk plan, and when you're there, you have to deploy your risk plan and mitigate the risks as they arise. So risk has a probability that it will happen, but it's not 100%. Death is 100% probability though. So risk identification. We'll use the example of Hidden Tesla. When you begin a project, you have to list down all the risks that you have. These are potential things or events that could occur that could be a setback to your project. Now, with hidden Teslas, they're hidden, it's a trap. So every time you raid a village, you have to think, how am I going to manage hidden Teslas? So if you have a Town Hall 8, you roughly know from playing too much that you have a maximum of 3 hidden Teslas, and you will know what level they are in. You also know that hidden Teslas come in like a 2x2 square, so you know where they are located. So in a sense, you have identified that yes, if the village that I'm attacking is at level 8, I will probably have to deal with hidden Teslas. Next is the assessment of risks. So when you assess risk, you talk about impact and the probability of it happening. So if you have a hidden Tesla and you carry with you an army of P.E.K.K.A.s, so if you have P.E.K.K.A.s, you are very susceptible to hidden Teslas because the damage is times 2. Now, that is your impact or your army. Now, you also have your probability. So you find this probability by identifying areas where you have like an empty 2x2, especially if they are surrounded by structures, or if you see tombstones around a 2x2, because that means that there was a previous enemy and it has been killed off by a hidden Tesla, which now you don't see. So that is your risk assessment. You have to assess what is the impact to your troops. Will you be able to carry out your raid effectively and get 1 star, or to be able to loot? That is your project objective. In real life, after you have assessed these risks, you also need to assess the probability and the impact, the probability that they will occur, and then you prioritize them. So after you've done risk assessment, you develop a risk management plan. In Clash of Clans, you do this by planning your troops, planning an attack pattern, and choosing a village that you will attack. So planning your troops is just like planning resources or planning the steps that you will do once that happens. Like, what do you need? Do I need, like, in a project, do I need this much money to make sure that I am able to mitigate the effect of this risk? Now, in Clash of Clans, you plan your troops, so you don't just put like an army of P.E.K.K.A. You have to reinforce it by having healers, using healing spells. So you support the P.E.K.K.A. You also plan an attack pattern. So what I usually do is I would set up I will deploy a goblin such that the hidden Tesla doesn't become hidden anymore. And then after that, I use my lightning spell. So you plan your attack pattern to actually deploy all these traps to actually make the traps go off. And then after that, you choose an alternative village. I mean, you have the option to actually choose whether you will attack or not attack. So It is the same with your projects. Do you have an option to say like, am I going to react to this risk? Is this a manageable impact, or I'm going to focus on another aspect of my project? Final step is to mitigate the risk as they arise. So as I said, the risk has a probability that it will occur, but it might not occur at all. So you're in Clash of Clans, the enemy that you're raiding, it probably doesn't have three hidden Teslas. It probably just has two or one. It depends on how much he has upgraded. So based on that, you will then look at how are you going to manage this risk of hidden Tesla. The other option is that what if you've mistaken a 2 by 2 as a hidden Tesla and it was not a hidden Tesla after all. So you probably would want to deploy your troops somewhere else, or you can deploy it there because right now you know that it's not a hidden Tesla. So there you have it, risk management, a defensive risk management through Clash of Clans. Let me know your thoughts and let me know what else you want to discuss. Thank you.